Welcome to the Rise to Shine podcast with Noelle Custis, where we ignite the spark to discover your favorite self. It is time to get real, ladies. Hello, and welcome back to the Rise to Shine podcast with Noelle Custis. Today, I am going to be peeling back the curtain of a story that I've been holding on to for a while. It is a story that is really close to my heart, one that's very vulnerable, very real, and I hope it's going to be deeply relatable to you in some way, shape, or form. So if you have ever felt stuck in your life in any one area, despite maybe thriving in all different areas, this episode is going to be for you. Now, we're going to be talking about leveling up. We're going to be talking about confronting limiting beliefs and embracing the journey because, yes, we are all a work in progress. Even as a mentor, I feel like I am constantly growing still. I'm constantly evolving. And I also feel that I'm always being called higher. And this, my friend, is part of the beauty of life. Before we go on, I just want to let you know I have been getting over a little bit of a cold, so excuse me if my voice still sounds a little raspy. I have still been dealing with this silly cough driving me crazy, but hence this time of year, right? Well, anyway, going back into this story, and what I wanted to share with you is that 2 years ago, and as a matter of fact, it's literally going to be 2 years to the day of when this episode airs, that I had a moment that changed everything in the course of my life at that time in that season. It was actually Christmas Eve, and in the middle of the night, I woke up with excruciating back pain. I didn't want to wake anyone, so I was trying to handle it on my own, and it was just getting worse and worse. And so fast forward, I was in the living room, I was in the kitchen, I was trying to take some medication, just like some ibuprofen to get the inflammation down or something. I was so desperate. And of course, the next morning was going to be Christmas morning. So, it's like I've got 2 kids at home that still love to wake up early in the morning, and we were all prepared for that. And the pain was just getting worse. But again, I didn't want to wake anybody. And of course, as moms, we're trying to handle everything on our own. And the next thing I knew, I had literally passed out and fallen flat on my face on the tile floor. Now, there happened to be a throw rug in our foyer area. And when I came to, I was flat on my face in a pool of blood. I had no idea if I even still had my teeth left. I could not move. And I found myself just trying to yell out for my husband. He came running out. My daughter came running out. And, to this day, we still talk about the trauma and how traumatizing it was for everybody. But an ambulance came, rushed me to the hospital. And basically that led to a diagnosis of 2 bulging discs in my back, a diagnosis of fibromyalgia, and not to mention all of the dental work that I had to have done after the fall. So the physical recovery has been a long process, but the mental and emotional recovery has definitely been, I would say, almost harder. Because what happened is I was going through life and I thought, oh my gosh, this is my season. This time of year, we're always gearing up for the next year and New Year's Eve and all of the things. And it always kind of feels like a fresh start for me. But here I was finding myself in a place of stillness, quietness, feeling like I had failed. And then it was this fear that started to creep in. And it was the fear of falling again. It was the fear that my body was going to betray me again. It was the fear of working out. I just felt paralyzed, not just physically, but mentally. And I didn't really, I mean, I talked about it a little bit. If you were on my social media, you knew. If you were in my close circle, but I never wanted to sound like I was complaining. And when I did open up, to be honest with you, there was a little bit of shame. I was ashamed that I couldn't just push through. I was ashamed that my health felt like the one area in my life I just couldn't get together. And then this like weird cycle began. And in that cycle, I would start to get moving. I'd start to work out, but then I'd stop because of the pain. And then I'd beat myself up for stopping and feel even worse as my health continued to decline. I thought I was failing over and over again. But here's what I've come to realize is that I wasn't failing. I was trying. I was showing up for my family, my business, my community, but my health needed something more and something different. And today, I took a small but really powerful step forward. I started yet again. I stepped into a workout room that literally terrified me because I knew it was going to challenge me. And you know what? I cried silent, hidden tears. I cried before I walked into the room. I silently cried to myself during the workout, and I definitely cried afterwards. But in those tears, I realized something. I realized that I had evolved. For the first time, I was fully, fully aware of my subconscious mind and my stinking thinking, if you would. I saw how my thoughts were trying to hold me back. But this time, I didn't let them. I really let my ego get out of the way. And I took the step anyway. I did the workout anyway, even though it was so uncomfortable. But here's the thing I have to share with you. Right after the workout, I talked to my friend. I went to coffee with her. I had this incredible conversation with her. And it actually really left me floored because she said something that completely changed my perspective. She said, as I was telling her that I felt like God was humbling me, she said, God isn't humbling you. He's opening up another door for you to level up. God is ready. He's been ready. He's been waiting for you to level up. He was just waiting for you to be ready. And hearing it framed that way shifted everything for me. Rather than feeling defeated by all of the challenges, I really just processed it and started to see them as the defeating challenges. And what I'm referring to is I started to see them as these invitations to just rise higher. And as we sat over coffee, we talked about how much our beliefs, those deeply ingrained thoughts that we've carried for years, can either propel us forward or it can completely hold us back. I was gently reminded that these beliefs, especially the limiting ones, especially those limiting ones, don't define us. They're stories that we've been telling ourselves. And just like any story, we have the power to rewrite them. And that is what got me so excited on my drive home because that conversation reminded me why awareness and intentionality are so important. It's not just about recognizing the beliefs that hold us back, it's about choosing to let them go and step into the person that we're becoming, stepping into that. And here's the thing about limiting beliefs is that they're super sneaky. They're like what I call the default setting in our brains, pulling us back to what feels familiar, even if it's not serving us. And did you know that your thoughts can actually create chemical reactions in your nervous system? We've talked about this before on the podcast. I believe with Elizabeth Scarcella, we had this conversation that those reactions send signals back to your brains, creating a loop with the nervous system that affects your energy, your mindset, even anxiety. But here's the good news again, we can break the cycle. And it starts first with just having the awareness. And if you're feeling that nudge, like either, man, I am just struggling in a lot of areas, or maybe you're doing great in a lot of areas, but there's like one area you just can't get a handle on. If you're feeling that and you're wanting more joy, more purpose, more fulfillment, this might just be your sign. Because here's the thing, you're not stuck, you're just being called higher. I used to say, and this is what I mean about constantly evolving, is that, yeah, we get stuck. But when I really pay attention to the words that I'm choosing to recognize it as it's just a moment that we're being called for higher. And when I look back, I feel like that journey for me started when I was probably, I don't know, 37-ish. I felt this deep desire for more, but I didn't know what more looked like. And I was searching through like side jobs. I was volunteering at church nonstop. I was taking classes. I was seeking out new friendships, you name it. I literally was trying to do it all. And it really wasn't until a massive door was shut that I realized that was what was keeping me in that space, that I finally saw other doors opening. And then fast forward to now, I can see this growth, the beauty, the lessons. But I'm still learning to love myself where I am and right where I'm at right now without feeling the need to strive for perfection, because that always was who I was before. This journey of self-discovery and growth and healing is exactly what inspired me to create the Glow Up School. And it really is a culmination of everything that I've learned, everything that embodies me. It's my teaching experience, it's my coaching certification, but most of all, it's really so much about my own life experiences. And I kid you not, over 2 days, several months ago, I had this massive download, this sort of awakening. And I created the entire curriculum for this experience and this membership program literally in a couple of days. I took the feedback of my clients from my Shine by Design 8-week program, also women that I had been working with individually, and I looked at what it was that they were desiring more of. A lot of it was in 8 weeks, we just couldn't cover all the things that we wanted to cover. And I really saw that there was so much more that needed to be addressed for us to have massive sustainable impact. And I figured out how to do this without the overwhelm, because I kept thinking busy mamas don't have the time to sit and, pour into this on top of all of their other responsibilities. But I did figure out how to do this on your time. I figured out how to do this with still giving massive value. There is an amazing community component and so much more, you guys. And it's all about the call of leveling up, even when it's hard, because we sometimes don't like to admit that we may need help, that we may need guidance. Maybe we've been looking for all of the ways to fulfill our soul and to feel that more that we've been desiring. And we just haven't figured it out. The Glow Up School is going to be about giving you the tools and the strategies and the support to transform your life, to really step into your next chapter with that confidence and the clarity, the joy that we talk about. And really and truly, if you're feeling called, I want to invite you to join us and take part of this journey. Because here's the thing, it's your time to shine. I don't want you to have another year, another 2 years like I did of struggling. And again, it could be in all areas of life. It could be in one area of life. Here's the thing, is that it's your time to ditch the limiting beliefs. And if you happen to find yourself slipping or about to spiral downward, you're going to be able to pick yourself up so much faster. And what I mean by that is that you're going to have the confidence, you're going to have the mindset, you're going to learn how to rewrite your story. And as a matter of fact, I want you to hear this thought from one of my favorites. He is considered the mind architect. And he said that from the perspective of the ego, uncertainty breeds fear. Whereas the perspective of the soul, it breeds pure possibility. So I want you to tap into your soul. And I want you to see the possibility and feel the possibility. Remove ourselves from the fear and learn how to truly do that in a sustainable way. Because I'm going to help you be able to slow down enough to question your thoughts, because that is what's going to lead you to true freedom. When we start to rewrite our default brain, our subconscious brain, and we start to tap into that. And then we have beautiful community around us. We have experts that are going to be coming in, speaking about all of the things that I love to geek out on, whether it be your physical health, your mental health, your beauty, your, even the way that we live our spaces, decluttering. So many things we're going to be covering, you guys. I am so excited. I wish I could scream from the rooftops, but my voice is just shot, as you can hear. But I am so excited because you guys were created. We're all created to be free and to live an abundant life. And that means one that truly brings us the joy. So I'm going to leave you with this. We're all a work in progress, but we're also works of art. The challenges we face are not setbacks. They're opportunities to level up. And if you've been feeling the pull for more, again, I want to encourage you to take that small step. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just start. And I just want to thank you for allowing me to share that story and that vulnerability. Even through my journey, I continue to learn. But what I have for you now, because of that experience, because of the growth, because of the people I've connected with, because of my mindset shifts, you guys, what I am bringing to the table is going to be absolutely incredible. And it's about changing lives. And it's about the ripple effect of what that not only means for you, but means for your entire family and the relationships around you. So whether it's about joining the Glow Up School or simply embracing your own journey, know that I'm here rooting for you. Know that I'm still going to show up here every single week, cheering you on. But if you're ready to look into this, I want you to take a peek. We start mid-January, and there's early bird pricing now. You can go on the link. There'll be in the show notes. You can just go right to our website, risetoshine.co, or you can check me out over on Instagram at joyful_Noelle. You're going to see it all dripping out. You're going to see what this is all about. It's just going to be incredible. And I can't wait for you guys to see it come to life. I can't wait for you to be a part of it. I have literally been praying for you without even knowing your names per se. I just know that those of you that are meant to come along for this ride are going to join. And I'm so, so excited, you guys. And if this is feeling like it's something that somebody else needs, I encourage you to share this episode with them or to lead them to my Instagram, our website. But I would love to be here to answer any questions. And I am just so stinking excited. I'm so excited. So I'm going to wrap this up because I said it was going to be short and sweet. I don't even know how long this has been, but I feel like it is our time, ladies, like never before. Like we've just been bubbling and we're ready to explode in a good way. And I'm so here for it. So anyways, until next time, you guys, keep rising, keep shining, and know the best is yet to come. I cannot wait to see you soon. Have a great day. And I think I can say now officially, when this airs, happy holidays.
Thanks for joining me here today. Your presence means the world to me. If you enjoyed what you heard, please consider leaving a rating and review, and don't forget to follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode. Head to the show notes and let's connect. Rise to Shine Co. is ready to support you in coaching, collaboration, life tips, or even a coffee chat. Until next time, keep shining, my friends.